Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So Michigan's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And here comes Andrew Marsh. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball because at any...
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Right back to the well. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He's got it again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Snags it and he's open. Touchdown Wolverines. A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Coming out with it, it's Clark. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back has it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go from the Big Ten.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Finds his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it. Makes a man miss. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Huskers moving quickly to the line.
Well, and one of the big stories for Nebraska, as we know, in the offseason is Matt Rhule having to find a new quarterback. They thought they had the guy in Dylan Raiola. He was one of the top-ranked guys coming out of high school a few years ago, and really they saw him as the future of the program. Obviously, David, he's now out in Eugene, Oregon, and so it's a new face under center in this offense. They've got a lot of weapons, but a lot riding on this new signal caller offensively.
And they're just waiting to take that next step, right? Nebraska fans have been excited, and they've had some good spots to their teams over the past couple years. They just need that trigger man. And is this the guy? Is this the guy that can take the offense to the next level? Raiola had some good moments, but the consistency, game in, game out, that they need from the quarterback spot to bring them back to what they used to be.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty. There.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone, and the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Cornhuskers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find Kearney on the Jets. He's at the 40, at the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it on the counter. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. The run inside. It's Marshall. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
And no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he could not get loose on the run. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Underwood. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And the Wolverines come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Might be calling a hot route. Throwing, Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Turns it loose. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskers send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Underwood to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They're testing the right side here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Running inside. It's Ives. Got a little grass. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snags it, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Play action with Underwood. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Buchanan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking downfield on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Floats it out in space. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On the delay, it's Marshall. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 12 team, the Louisville Cardinals.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Rule at the half. His biggest concern right now is how they are handling this very hostile environment. It was tough in the first quarter, and this crowd is making it even more difficult. They are loud. They are crazy. And his communication said they have to improve at the line of scrimmage, making sure they're getting into their run game, their RPOs, and being strong with all their communication. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
He's got the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Calandria. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. On the ground with the counter. Brings him to the open. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Underwood. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They've got the screen set up. Still running at the 40. Wide open on the right. And he scored! Touchdown, Michigan!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. It's complete to the right. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Looking to throw again. Got the quick pass. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
To the air, it's Calandria. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got the back in the middle. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. There's some room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. To throw, it's Calandria. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the back.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Got out of trouble and throws. And a physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He's going to take a shot. Got it down the field. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Bringing the heat. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The run inside. It's Marshall. Got enough for the 1st. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They're going to ride this running back, and he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. There's plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, and then you can go make big plays.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. We've reached this 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Got room at the 35. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Gets rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Open space at the 25. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll ride the hot hand. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Marshall. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll go right back to him. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.